Hi, and welcome to the How to Become a Strong, Confident, and Calm Woman who's living your life by your true purpose and passion, feeling free and alive masterclass. Let's get started, shall we? So this is for you if you are feeling heavy, anxious, alone, or overwhelmed. If you want to wake up feeling excited, energized, and organized and alive. Have you wasted too much time living an unfulfilled life? Do you want to break your self-sabotaging? Do you feel stuck by fears, doubts, and want to let go of the past? Then this is for you. So what you'll learn today is the one big problem most people have is that they believe that anxiety is incurable. You'll also learn the common mistakes for why women don't have a positive relationship with themselves. And you'll also learn the 3 secrets to being able to become a strong, confident, and calm woman who's living your life by your true purpose and passion, feeling alive and free. So I want to acknowledge you for being here today, for investing your time and your energy to really be here. And it is my intention to give you a huge amount of value, to make sure I'm honoring your time. So I'm going to give you an offer at the end of this, as I want to build some trust with you, show you that I really know my stuff. And if you feel like we're a good fit, I'm going to give you the opportunity for us to work together. So there is no selling. So put your credit cards away. There's nothing like that here today. But what I will do is this. I will give you an opportunity to have a chat with us to find out if we're a good fit or not. So the 3 secrets that I'm going to teach you today are secret number 1, finding your internal power. Secret number 2, the life you live is not yours. And secret number 3, your excuses are your reasons. So why am I so passionate about helping women? Well, my worst day became my biggest power. And I wish I didn't have this story, but we just can't change the past. We can only change its meanings. So I used to suffer from anxiety and PTSD. And I'm going to share with you how I went from being a highly medicated, anxious woman to now living my life's purpose and being completely medication free. So I always dreamt to be married. Ever since I was a little girl, I dreamt to mirror my parents' marriage. They were 2 people who were soulmates. They worked together. They spent every hour of every day together. And when they have that occasional night apart, they miss each other so much. It's like watching 2 madly in love teenagers. It confuses me, yet I knew I wanted it more than anything. I wanted that abundance of love. So fast forward and I'm in a loving relationship. I have 2 beautiful children, a son and a daughter. Life is sailing smoothly for a few years. My life was feeling perfect until my wedding day. This day was the last day of happiness that I shared with my husband. Cancer happened. Cancer happened so quickly, yet so slowly at the same time. It was like I was frozen in time and my happiness was quickly dissolving away into the distance. At 29, he was diagnosed with cancer. Our world went from colourful days filled with family, friends, laughter, joy, adventures, and an abundance of happiness and love to dark, still, lonely nights. Fearful days, ambulance transfers to the emergency, in and out of hospice. Hospice became our new holiday destination where we could both rest but not relax. But I could rest knowing that I had some help with his midnight cries of pain. I was watching my husband die a slow and painful death. He took his final breath a year later, 2 hours before our 7-year anniversary. The years following his death, I tried to live a normal life. You know the one, single mum of 2 very young children, widowed, diagnosed with PTSD, anxiety, and OCD, jumping between psychologists, grieving support groups, spiritual readers, finishing bottles of wine, shotting tequila, chain smoking, very late nights, and very, very dark moments. Moments of realizing if I don't take prescription medication, I will not be strong enough to make it through. At this point of my life, I had hit rock bottom, and medication seemed to be the only thing that would bring me light. The light became brighter, the nightmares and the flashbacks would settle down most of the time, until trigger dates would arrive. And I would go back to square one again, back to that toxic, dark person, upping my medication doses with handfuls of sedations just to get me through the seasons. I remember saying to my family and friends, like, it's okay, this is my good 6 months of the year. As the medication doses went up, so did my weight gain. The only thing to decrease was my ability to feel. I had lost myself. But at least my physical body was still alive. Along with the prescription medication, I sourced alternative treatments. Anything and everything I could get my hands on. I was so desperate to find anything that would fix me. On my path, I found a hypnotherapy course, which continued to qualify in NLP, timeline transformation, and life coaching. This is where I discovered my system that generated results. This is where I changed my life completely. I believe the universe doesn't do things to you. It does it for you. Now, I'm a qualified and certified master practitioner of neuro-linguistic programming, hypnotherapy, timeline transformation, and master NLP life coach. So having been through all this, and now on the other side where life is amazing, I rediscovered my potential, my self-worth, my self-love, my inner strength, my passion, and my purpose. This is why I am so passionate to help other women who are suffering from anxiety, emotional ups and downs, feeling that they're controlled by their past, and feelings of unworthy, to really take their life to the next level, redeeming their potential, reclaiming their self-worth, their self-love, inner strength, and compassion. I wanted to live a life of passion, love, peace, and happiness, to enjoy holidays with my loved ones. But my anxiety would stop me. No one in my family had been through what I had. No one I knew could truly understand what I had been through. I held on so tight to my anxiety, and I believed I was incurable. The mistakes I was making was that I was not living life according to my values and beliefs. I was living my life to make everybody else happy. I was not allowing myself to believe that I was worthy of abundance, that I was worthy of love or happiness. I started in the dark with very little guidance. I was just trying to keep my head above water. With my system, I released my limiting beliefs of I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I'm a screw up, I'm controlled by my past, I'm too scared, I will never be able to get married again, and I will never truly be happy, and I will always be medicated. And reclaimed new beliefs and realizations that I am strong enough, I am deserving of love, I am deserving to love myself. I don't need medication, because I'm alive. And with a click, I have released and reclaimed my life. I have passion, vitality, strength. I am now medication free. I can see colors again. I am smiling. I'm free. My heart has broken free of that rusty cage that kept it locked away in the dark. I'm no longer anxious. I'm no longer traumatized by my life story. I am now living my life and I am loving it. Through this masterclass, you will notice the limiting beliefs that you have that are holding you back in life. You will have an understanding for why things haven't worked for you in the past, and you will learn how to live your life by your passion and your purpose. You'll feel excited for this new change. So, how to get the most out of this training? Okay, so just be fully present. Give yourself that gift. Take plenty of notes. Get curious about how to master your mind, and stay to the end because I have a gift for you. So I decided to give myself permission. I gave my permission to be free, to be loved, to love myself, to honor myself, to trust that I am making the right decisions. And when I honored myself, this is when life happened. So you may be thinking, I can't do this. I'm not strong enough. I'm not worthy of an abundant life. You've tried it all and it didn't work. This is different. This will release those limiting beliefs, that negative chatter and the fear. You will reclaim confidence, freedom, passion, a healthy relationship with yourself and life. This is why it's different. So, secret number 1, find your internal power. This is the most important step in the self-worth journey. It is to find your internal power inside you and your seeds of greatness. This is something I help people with in the first session. So let me tell you a story. So this is Samil. Samil was a mother of 2 fur babies. Her husband is a technical support worker, and she was working in an unsatisfying role at a chemical department as she struggled with the confidence to pursue her passion in assisting people who are in need, despite having more than enough qualifications, knowledge, and empathy. Now, I coached her. I coached her with her confidence and eliciting her values, and she quickly started to live her life her way, and she quit her unfulfilling job. Samila is now a consultant, providing employment for people with a disability and living her passion and her purpose. She found her internal power. So what had to change? She had to change the way that she lived her life. She was no longer living life according to her own values. She wasn't living life to her full potential or purpose. Common mistakes are that you've tried to live a life that is inauthentic to your values, which might get you through the day, which might bring you an outcome, but they don't lead you to a life that you want. What is the life that you want? Fulfillment, abundance, happiness? Now, I know you may be thinking, look, I've tried programs like this before. Maybe they didn't work very well, or maybe it didn't last very long. Or someone else has said that this sounds similar to something that they've tried. I just want to let you know that this is completely different to what most other life coaches cover, because I bring into it hypnosis, neuro-linguistic programming, mindset reprogramming, timeline reset, and future planning tools. So secret number 2, the life you live is not yours. This is the most important second step, because most people don't realize that they're being held back by limiting beliefs that other people have influenced them to believe. Believing such things as they are not worthy, not smart enough, life is always hard. This prevents them from noticing opportunities and maybe even stopping them from trying at all. Without being consciously aware of it, we are programmed around having a low self-worth. Now, before you can implement successful strategies for creating abundance, you must first have a mindset that is aligned with an abundance creation. Now, let me tell you a story. When I met a fellow school mum, She believed her problems were so deep-rooted and caused her so much pain that she wouldn't be able to change. And by spending some time with me, I was able to teach her this system. I taught her to release her internal goddess, know her worth, and to forgive. And as a result, she has recognized her own self-worth. She takes control of her emotions. She's gained spiritual reconnection. Her outlook has changed for the positive. She knows her value and self-worth, and she now lives a positive life, no longer controlled by a negative mindset. So this is just a little quote from her. As I went through the process, I felt pieces of me break away, not in a bad or negative way, but in a clearing way. So what had to change? She had to change her relationship with herself. She had limiting beliefs that whenever her life started to get good, then something horrific would happen and stop her. She believed that life wasn't meant to be fun, that she also believed that she was being punished and that she wasn't worthy of a fulfilling life. So the common mistakes for why most women aren't getting the results they want is because they're using the wrong recipe. The recipe that they're using is 0 cups of committed decision, 0 cups of passionate beliefs, 0 cups of focusing on their own needs, and 0 cups of self-care. And they're expecting to come out with a life filled of confidence, freedom, passion, and purpose. So you may be thinking, Abby, I can't do this. Abby, you don't understand. I'm too dumb. I'm not smart enough. I can't be helped. You don't have to be the smartest person. You just have to be able to follow a system. You just have to be able to follow instructions. If you can follow instructions and you can take action and you really want to make this change, then yes, you can do it. You don't have to be the smartest person in the room. Secret number 3, your excuses are your reasons. Excuses of, I can't because I've got my job. I can't because I've got my kids. I can't because I don't have the money. I can't because I don't have the time. Now, let me tell you a story about somebody else who felt that they couldn't do it. She had 3 kids, no money, was stuck in a job until she just realized, when else is this going to change? She made that decision of, instead of using her kids as an excuse, instead of using her lack of funds as an excuse, she used them as the reason to give to herself. She honored herself. She made the decision from a place of inspiration rather than a decision of fear. And she was able to get transformational results. So the common mistakes, so people are waiting for that perfect moment. People are waiting for extra time to come around. People are waiting for more money to just drop out of the sky. They are not honoring themselves. They are not investing in themselves to learn how to make abundance, how to make more time, how to make more money, how to make happiness. Now, you may be thinking, I can't do this. You don't understand. I'm too tired. I'm too old to learn. The truth is, together we will release your past, anxiety, fear, pain, and guilt. And together we will reclaim your life, your passion, and your purpose. Here is how I help people. So you no longer have to feel numb. You no longer have to feel weighed down or stuck. Alive makes it super simple to be happy, to understand your purpose, and to know your worth, and to let go of fear. It is now your time to feel alive. You are worthy, and you are deserving of this. So it was predictable. I realized that since I had this proven process that I could show anyone, and it really comes down to 5 steps. So step 1, accept. Step 2, learn. Step 3, identify. Step 4, vitalize. And step 5, emerge. Now let me tell you a story. I recently worked with a full-time mum, and before having children, she was running 2 successful businesses from home, as well as managing at a local supermarket. Now, with the isolation effects of COVID-19 and her new role as a stay-at-home mum, she was experiencing panic attacks, stress, anxiety, and guilt. I coached her with her values, feminine energy, and limiting beliefs, and she quickly started to redeem her life, being happier with herself as a lover and as a friend. She is now honoring herself and living her life with more focus and confidence. So a quote from her is, "I'm a better version of myself, not just for me, but for my family." Now you may be thinking, I'm not sure I can do this. I'm not worthy of true happiness. It's going to be too hard. I'm scared. What if I can't? I'm just a mum. I'm just a wife. I'm just a single parent. I'm just me. When you're feeling anxious, how does this affect you? Does it cause health issues? And what's the average cost of health services? $4,148 a year is what the average person is spending on health services and not dealing with their emotional baggage. So would it be worthwhile to invest in yourself in a way that prevents you from losing $4,148 a year, your time, your loved ones, and yourself? Now, I appreciate you and I value your time. Look, I hope I've given you a huge amount of value and I've covered the 3 secrets. I'd love to ask for your permission. If I could share with you how I help women who are not living their life at 100% of their purpose, how I help women to overcome their past, overcome anxiety, fear, pain, and guilt, so they can redeem their life, passion, and purpose through my system called Alive. The Alive program is made up of 5 healing sessions that each contain one-on-one coaching and a mixture of hypnotherapy, neuro-linguistic programming, and timeline transformation. This program is designed to be completed in 5 weeks, but the tools and strategies you learn here, you will use for life. So what you get is, on week 1, you'll accept your power and you'll take control of your life. Week 2, you will learn your limiting beliefs and what is holding you back. On week 3, you'll identify your values and you'll be able to live your life your way. Step 4, you'll visualize your timeline and release your ancestry pain. And week 5, you will emerge and transform into the life that you deserve. So some people think they can do this themselves and I'll get to it later. Well, this is just a mindset that holds people back, because if you were going to do this yourself, you would have done it by now. So this is me when I was at my lowest point. I was in constant mental and physical pain. I was suffering from anxiety, PTSD, and OCD. And then on the other side, this is where I'm living life and I'm continuing to grow higher and higher every day. I'm no longer medicated, no longer anxious, no longer traumatized. So if I was to ask you if that all that happened was that you went from feeling this to this, wouldn't that be worth it? Now, if you book a call today, I'm going to give you this added bonus of my Release and Relax hypnotherapy audio program for you to keep. So if you book a call today, you'll also be eligible for bonus number 2, which is my self-lymphatic draining training video. And if you really feel like that you want to book this call today, then I'm going to give you bonus number 3, which is the Live by Your Core Values Masterclass. Look, you've got 2 choices. You can choose not to take action on this. You can choose to go away and do it yourself. And I hope that you do. I hope that you get out there and you change lives and you get the results for yourself and you go out there and you have an amazing life. Or you can choose to almost guarantee your success, to make sure that you're doing it with someone like myself who's done this before, that has a foolproof system, that has a step-by-step approach, that's going to hold your hand every step of the way and get you that result faster and doing it smarter rather than you burning yourself out in the process. So who wants to take things to the next level? So if you want to do this smarter, if you want to get the results, and if you're serious about this, then book a call right now. I'd love to have a chat to you. Let's find out if we're a good fit or not. Get access to some of those bonuses, and I'll chat to you right now. So click the link below and book a call right now. Let's organize this. You'll get access to the scheduler and that you can choose the time that you want to do this. Just book the call right now. Let's have a chat. Let's find out if we're a good fit. I'll speak to you soon. Bye.